Hey y'all, let's do a reading, or more specifically, y'all being Aries. Let's do your little reading through the zodiac. I found myself being like very intentional, deliberate, and it's almost like there's a fragility right now in the air for you. And I kind of, yeah, I'm definitely feeling that. The bottom card is the Three of Wands. If you haven't seen these readings, we're pulling four. Usually the fourth card shows up as some type of advice or warning from the universe. So we have the Three of Swords. We have the Star. Great star card, by the way. It rarely comes out in this deck. I love it. The Ten of Pentacles. The Nine of Swords. Yeah. There somehow these readings are definitely coming out as love readings this particular go around. I think there's opportunity. You know, as I say again, readings don't come out of a vacuum. Every reading is influenced by both the tarot reader and the time in which they're pulled. So, yeah. There is a fragility. Aries. I think that some of you have recently been just a little bit love struck and a little bit heartbroken as a result. I think, we have expectations. It's best to not have any expectations when you go into a relationship or when you're trying to find one and you go out with people. There is definitely a fragility to how you're feeling right now. Where is the Three of Swords here? Sorry, there's a lot of silence because I feel like there's a lot of contemplation. I feel like there's a lot of thinking about what has occurred, what transpired, what your actions were, and sort of trying to figure out if that was the reason why you ended up in this heartbreak situation. I feel like you're trying to figure out. It is funny how the Nine of Swords feedback right there. Those are the cards that's kind of spit out. All right, why is the Three of Swords here? You're definitely in your head a lot about this. You're in your head a lot about the situation. And I don't think it's worth it. We actually have the Chariot under the Three Swords. The Page of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Wow. This reading might be very specific, but you really put a lot of expectation on this person. Maybe this person was the first person that you had met in a long time who sort of resonated with you, who you had similar interests, and Maybe this person was also really attractive. You just really went full out expectation, vision, full on, like, I'm getting, in on a lined ruler, a girl writing, her married name with her crush over and over and over and over and over again. Like, you were just gobsmacked. And that's why luckily I don't feel like this was a long courtship though. But you gave it everything. Oh, man. You just really, really wanted this so much. Like, did you bring up the fact that you wanted to marry this person in the first date? Did you tell them? That's a mistake. That's a mistake. You don't wait till you get to know someone before you start planning the frickin' wedding, okay? Even when you know someone, even when you're married to someone, quite literally for a long time, you still don't know them well enough to get married. But that's my opinion. Okay, why is the star here? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This heartbreak is rough. It is rough, but this is something you just want so bad. But I think what you want so bad is different from a reality. I mean that with loving kindness, but I really do get the feeling like you have a different expectation, which you think is very realistic. But for some reason, it's very fanciful. Aspects of it are very fanciful. On paper, it looks realistic. If you put it into an Excel spreadsheet, it would make sense. But there are aspects that aren't explained. It's like you're talking about quantum physics, and what it is like absolute pure magic, and you want that magic, but you think it's obtainable. It's very, all right. It's sorry that happened. Let's move on from it, shall we? Let's move into a place of grace where you can meet someone else. This is so specific, but I hope it helps somebody. Aries, somebody needed to hear this. So, if it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate, and it is what it is. The Knight of Wands on the bottom for the star. This is not exactly what the universe wanted me to say, but all right. So we have the Seven of Wands, the Page of Cups, yeah, and the Six of Swords. The star is fanciful. It's funny because this is the second or third reading that I've pulled where the second card, where I've basically been explaining the first card to you, and then and then the second card just basically is like a transcript of what I already said. I'm a little ahead of myself. Let me just say that. So yeah, in your contemplation and in your overthinking, are you thinking, how can you avoid this in the future? How can the next one work out? I really don't think you can be analytical about it. Of course, it's good to have a little bit of reflection, but I feel like the reflection, like your focus on what can I do better next time, is part of your problem, because I feel like you're bringing that into every new situation. And there's these echoes and ghosts of lessons in the past. And I don't know if you can help that, but if you can, my advice to you would be, recognize the things that maybe you would do differently next time. Okay. Recognize where the challenges were, acknowledge it, and then forget about it. Absolutely forget about it. And anytime you're starting to get into a situation where you might have another opportunity for love, if your mind pops up and says, oh, don't do that, this is what you did last time to get in trouble, just completely ignore it. Go with your instinct. Like I'm gonna advise you what I've been advising every other sign, is you need to get in tune with your intuition. And the best intuition comes from a place where we recognize and we accept the past and our experiences, and we also have an idea of where we want to be in the future, but then we just let it go. And knowing that, having that root drive within us of our past and what we want our future to look like, that's enough to give your intuition the compass. So as long as you're going towards north, you're going to be fine. It's not advisable to ruminate at all, because you're just bringing past garbage into future things. Okay. 10 of Pentacles. Onward and upward. Let's next time is going to be good. Just keep having that expectation. And next time is going to be good. 10 of Pentacles. Why is it here? Gotta stop ruminating. Gotta stop focusing on that person or that idea or that situation. It's like, it's really like, you focus on something long enough and hard enough and it sort of like disappears in front of your eyes. If you deliberate and you obsess over something, but I don't know, it's very weird. It's very, very weird energy. We've got the star on the bottom, ironically enough. So the feedback loop here, as I'm afraid, is this is all part of this same story. This is not about future. This is still about you. This is still about you wanting what you want. Yes. And having some really naive ideas about it. And a little too much emotion. So we've got the Two of Wands, we've got the Fool, and we've got the King of Cups. Wanting what you want. Being naive and having too much emotion about it. This person, whoever this was not your 10 Pentacles. This person was not your end-all, be-all, the answer to your life. I'm sorry. That's, it depends, this might be this is not a job. This is a person. I really want to say, like, this could be anything else, a family member, or no, this is a person. This reading is extremely emphatically clear. Nine of Swords. Why is the Nine of Swords here? It's seriously just for one person, and that one person might not watch this reading for years. I don't know. I'm pulling on one person right now. The Nine of Swords. Why is it here? Gosh darn it. Aries. Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords. If nothing else, let this be future lesson to you. If you get too far, too fast ahead of yourself, it can turn out like this. And then you're in Ace of Wands. Yeah, the Five of Cups. Yeah, that happened quick, didn't it? That was over fast. That was over very fast. And yeah, you're gonna feel like you did sabotage it yourself. You didn't. And that's a huge takeaway, and that's for everybody. Is sometimes we feel like we sabotage this, like we're to blame for the demise of this ideal and this fantasy, but you're not. You're not. It just happens that way sometimes, especially with people. Sometimes people just don't mesh, and that's just the way it is. So I hope this helps somebody. Next time, maybe the universe will give us something more general, more broad. But this, if you stuck through this long, then this reading definitely was for you. Thanks, guys.